Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast brought to you by Stones Radio Networks. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth to the legend, Mark the Phantom Lowe, to bring you all of today's action.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Becky Russ Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. Not so lovely right now, but we are playing a little bit of softball out here. A Big 8 conference doubleheader, game one between the American River College Beavers and the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs. The Beavers coming in, having won 4 in a row in conference play. They've upped their record to 7-6, 16-11 overall. They've got Bree Romero on the mound. She is 14-6 on the year. A 2.78 ERA, 94 strikeouts and 39 walks in 138 and a third inning. She's taken on a Santa Rosa team that has lost 6 straight. 2 of those were rule games, but the other 4 were very close. So they've been out in most, if not all, of their games. They're 11-15 overall, 4-10 in Big 8 conference play. These 2 teams met once before a couple of weeks ago in Santa Rosa, and the Beavers came out with a 6-4 win. So they are 1-0 in the season series, and we're going to get started with the first hitter, number 1, Olivia Gabriel, the sophomore from Montgomery High School in Santa Rosa, hitting a very respectable 366 on the season. Olivia out in center field today, and the first pitch is a ball, although I thought it was a strike. So that is not starting us off very well today. But it's a whole weather kind of thing. Mackenzie's up here. She's running the scoreboard. Matt Pearson has decided to show up and do his PA duties. I don't know where he was until 9:59. Stones McCoy on the thing. There's a bunt and almost caught out of the air. Mackenzie Smith almost happened-chanced into that one. But it goes foul, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Olivia Gabriel starts us off. Haley Wyatt batting second, the catcher, then Mallory O'Keefe, the shortstop. Adriana Novak in the cleanup spot at first base. Haley Martin, number 5, out in left field. Natalia Brown is the right fielder batting 6th. Esperanza Marquez is the second baseman. Gabby Chinone is the third baseman, and Kaylee Garcia, the DP. Jordan Baugh on the mound in the first game here for Santa Rosa. Gabriel now 2 balls and 1 strike. A little bit different camera view, as we didn't want to put the camera out exposed to all the elements, and so it is actually up with us in the press box. 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. 2-2. And yes, I did use an umbrella coming in from the parking lot. The first time I've used an umbrella of any kind. Maybe a parasol when it was too hot, because older people need to get the sun. You don't want to get too right directly in the sun. But for umbrella purposes, so to speak, the first time in quite some time, 2-2 pitch to Gabriel. Swing and miss at an off-speed pitch for the strikeout. Strikeout number 95 for Romero on the season. One down here in the top of the first, and Haley Wyatt will be the hitter. Haley, very impressive, 415, 8 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Haley, a sophomore from Roanoke Park. And she steps in here with 1 out. Off-speed pitch again. It's in there for a call strike. Romero, we noticed the last outing against Sierra, she went to that off-speed pitch against the big hitters, especially Kendall Manley and some of the big hitters on Sierra. She went to the off-speed pitch. Here's the next one. It's off-speed. It's popped up right side out of play. Some hardy souls out here with some umbrellas popped up. I urge you to go on the whatever YouTube channel you're on currently, Stones Radio Networks or ARC Athletics YouTube. Check out yesterday's baseball game between the Beavers and San Joaquin Delta College. Good game, good back and forth game, but also a lot of, that's outside for a ball, a lot of Canine Club talk, and our first Feline Club member, as Whiskey the Cat was a participant and a spectator in that game yesterday, all the way down from Canada to make her American debut. 1-2 now on Haley Wyatt. Stakes that one down low in the dirt, 2-2. Defensively, we've got Bella Garcia at third, Savannah Haynes at short. Kayla Adams out at second base while Madison Demon is over at first. Mackenzie Smith behind the plate, Elizabeth Popick in left, Faith Waltrip in right, and then center field it's Alexa Garcia. for Coach Lisa Delgado, co-head coach Felix Vigil, assistant coaches Tom Legabed and Jason Meyer. It's hit sharply to third, scooped up by Adams across the diamond and gets her by a couple of steps at first base. Wyatt hit it hard, but right at Kayla Adams, who made a nice pickup. 2 outs quickly here in the top of the first, and Mallory O'Keefe will be the hitter. She's the shortstop in today's activity. Another sophomore, this time from Petaluma, California. 11 runs batted in and a .247 average coming in for Mallory O'Keefe. Adriana Novak, the cleanup hitter on deck. That's in the dirt for a ball. 1-0. Getting the early start here for the doubleheader. Moved up from noon to 10, hoping to get some softball in today as the weather continuing to threaten me all the way down here. Although I was not in a bad shape as Stones McCoy, who drove in from Roseville without any windshield wipers. Why? Well, because he reached out to move one of them this morning and snapped it off because of his powerful hands. And he paid the price as the weather was not pleasant as he rode in, and he was having to move his head back and forth to try to get around the raindrops. That's down low for a ball. Quickly 3-0 on O'Keefe with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Oh, very good. I don't know what you said, but it sounded very interesting. It sounded like you said, put me on the mic, I'm Stones McCoy. There's a strike, 3-1. Well, we'll do that. We have to have conversations about Whiskey the Cat.
All I'm saying is that you can at any point. I was trying to tell you behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Now I'm in front of the curtain telling you that we all have mics today.
Okay, but you're the one who moved the curtain. Let's make that very obvious. Go away. 3-1 pitch. Hit foul down the line. You could have waited until the middle of the inning and told me then, but you had to get there because you knew I can't hear, and I'm going to go, what? And then you'd be on the air. Gosh, you're good. I would call, like I told somebody earlier when you were, doing something crazy, I was going to call ER, but then I remembered you are ER, or HR. You're ER, too. That's the problem. I think Chris is ER, and you're HR. And either way, I'm in trouble. I mean, I'm SOL, wherever I go. Full count pitch. High fly ball hit pretty well to left field. Popick circling out in left center, and she makes the catch for the out. So 3 quick outs for Bree Romero in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Bear Cubs nothing. Beavers coming to bat.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the first, Beavers coming up to the plate against Jordan Bond, who's the right-handed pitcher for Santa Rosa, a freshman out of Casa Grande High School. Jordan is 6-8 on the season, 87 in the third innings, 39 strikeouts, 19 base on balls. It's a very respectable 3.29 earned run average, and she will face a lineup that starts off with Bella Garcia, the third baseman, then Elizabeth Popick in left field, Mackenzie Smith batting third. She is catching. Kayla Adams in the cleanup spot today. The second baseman, Alexa Garcia, batting fifth, and Riley Meyer, who was the DP in this one. Madison Demon, the first baseman. Faith Waltrip is out and right, and Savannah Haynes is playing shortstop behind Bree Romero. So Vaughn, right-hander against Garcia. Shows bunt, it's too high for a ball. Bella at 439. She has driven in 7. She has scored 28 runs on the season. That one is in there for a strike. So it's 1-1 on Bella Garcia, Elizabeth Popick, and Mackenzie Smith to follow. Bella, a sophomore out of Rockland High School. She lifts that one foul over the third base dugout. So she is down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beavers coming off 4 straight conference wins to improve their record to 7-6 as we get ready for the final segment of the conference season. 1-2 pitches fouled down the third baseline. After today, the Beavers will have 9 games. If we can get both of them in today, they'll have 9 conference games remaining. Only 3 of those will be at home, including next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, when we take on Delta College. Takes that one outside for a ball, 2-2. So a big doubleheader here today for ARC and Coach Lisa Delgado and Felix Vigil. The co-head coach, Madison Green, running the show for Santa Rosa. Doug Buscher is her assistant. There's a ball right back to Vaughn. She goes to first base and gets her by a step. So Bella is retired on a ground ball back to the mound, and it'll bring up Elizabeth Popick, who is hitting in a .313 clip out of Wood Creek High School, just a freshman. Playing out in left field today for the Beavers. That's lifted over third base. Shortstop coming over. Nice play by Mallory O'Keefe to make the out. And Popick is retired. Brings up Mackenzie Smith. Gabby Shannon at third base. Mallory O'Keefe at shortstop. Esperanza Marquez at second. And Adriana Novak over at first. It's Martin, Gabriel, and Brown in the outfield. Haley Wyatt behind the plate. And Jordan Bond on the mound. 2 outs quickly here in the bottom of the first. Mackenzie takes high and outside. She is at .418 on the season, a pair of home runs. 16 runs batted in for Mackenzie Smith, a freshman out of Stagg High School down in Stockton. Takes in there for a strike, 1-1. Just getting started here from Becky Russ Field, bottom of the first inning. The first of what we hope is 2 games. There's a line drive into right field. That should be a base hit, although the right fielder had a chance to throw to first base to try to get Mackenzie. That's Brown out in right field. Natalia Brown came up. Novak wasn't covering, so probably wouldn't have gotten Mackenzie, but the ball was hit so hard that there was a chance. Here's Kayla Adams, who's at .415, 5 home runs, 34 runs batted in. So she has really been hitting the ball lately for Coach Delgado and the Beavers, and she's up here with a runner at first. First hit of the game for the Beavers for anybody, that's Mackenzie Smith. Kayla swings and pops it up right back at us. And bounces maybe 10 feet away. Matt Pearson doesn't even move. I don't know if he was being cool and didn't move, or if he just had no idea. Well, he's still reading his lineups going, wow, how did I mess that up? Oh, come on. So he probably doesn't care. You got to wait till the third inning before he even notices what happens on the field. Adams hits that one well to left field off speed pitch. That's a 1-hop on the fence. Here comes Smith at third. They're going to hold her down. They're going to send her. The relay throws a little too late, and that's the first run of the game on an RBI double for Kayla Adams, with Mackenzie Smith scoring all the way from first, and the Beavers lead it 1-0. Adams with her 35th run batted in, got an off-speed pitch there, waited for it, put it over Martin's head in left field. Haley ran it down, got it in to the shortstop O'Keefe, but it was kind of a deceptive move over at third base as Smith slowed down and then sped up again, and she scores on the double. It's 1-0 Beavers, and here is Alexa Garcia. Swing and a miss. Alexa up to 7 home runs on the campaign, 26 runs batted in. I believe she had one on Tuesday against Modesto in that 7-5 Beavers win. Swing and a miss again. So a 2-out single by Smith and then an RBI double from Adams, but quickly 0-2 on Alexa Garcia. Riley Meyer, today's DP, is on deck. We've got a little equipment situation with the catcher, Haley Wyatt. Oh, 2. That's inside. Barely missed the call right there. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Alexa Garcia, and their sophomore out of Rockland High. 344 for the average, 7 home runs, 26 knocked in. A little bit outside, exactly where catcher Haley Wyatt wanted it, and that's where they got it, but Alexa Garcia does not chase, and so it's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's fouled off, and a ball in on the hands of Alexa Garcia. Two and two, 2 outs. Runner on second base. Bear Cubs went down 1-2-3 in their half of the first. First 2 go down easily here in the bottom of the first, and then Mackenzie Smith and Kayla Adams come through. Swing and a miss. Got her on strikes, chasing a high fastball. So Garcia is out on strikes, but not before 2 hits produce 1 run. We go to the top of the second. Beavers leading at 1-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Move along to the top of the second inning from Becky Russ Field here. It's Adriana Novak, then Haley Martin and Natalia Brown for the Bear Cubs against Bree Romero, who now has the 1-run lead. That one's hit out to short left field. Coming out is Popick. She makes a diving catch. What a play, Elizabeth Popick. She takes that one from fair territory into foul. I think it would have been a fair ball, and it would have been trouble. And Elizabeth Popick with the web gem to retire Adriana Novak for the first out here in the top of the second. It brings up Haley Martin. Martin playing out in left field for the Bear Cubs. 197 on the season. 13 runs batted in for Haley. Sophomore from Rohnert Park. That's high and outside. What a good catch out there by Elizabeth Popick. Had to cover a lot of ground. That was in short left field by the foul line. 1 ball, no strikes. Natalia Brown on deck. Joe's bunts it down the third base line, but Garcia's all over it. Throws it to first to Kayla Adams covering. Well executed play by the Beavers, and Martin is out 5-4 for the second out of the second inning. And here's Natalia Brown. A 243 hitter, Natalia from Pioneer High School, another sophomore. 5 runs batted in with the 243 average for Natalia. Esperanza Marquez would follow if she can start something, and she takes that one right down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Well-executed bunt by Haley Martin, but Garcia was all over it. And Adams getting over there quickly from her second base spot to cover first. Could have been a much closer play. That one's outside and high, but still just counts for one ball and one strike. Every time I come to softball, I always want to look out over the right field fence and see rugby, but there's no rugby over there. And this is rugby weather, too. Get those people out there. 1-1 pitch is hit up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Good job by Brown handling the bat. Put that one right back up the middle. First hit of the game for the Bear Cubs, and she is at first base with 2 outs, and Esperanza Marquez will be the hitter.
Second baseman Esperanza Marquez.
Freshman from Windsor High, coming in with a .222 average, does have 9 runs batted in for the Bear Cubs. Hitting in the number 7 spot. Brown over at first base. That's a good-looking pitch inside corner for a strike on 1. On Marquez. Bear Cubs 11-15 overall, just 4-10 in conference play. Swung on and fouled down the third base line. Another inside pitch that she turns on. 0-2 quickly on Marquez. Brown at first base after the 2-out single. Beavers lead 1-0. We're top of second. Game 1, hopefully, of a twin bill here at Becky Russ Field on picturesque American River College campus in lovely Sacramento, California. That's outside. Throw down to first base a little bit too late from Mackenzie Smith and Madison Demon, but Brown is back. Outfield straight away and pretty deep actually for Marquez. That's foul back to the screen on an inside pitch, especially Faith Waltrip out in right field. Stays at 1-2 on Marquez. Gabby Chanone, the third baseman, number 8 hitter in the on-deck circle. Romero gets the pitch call from the dugout. Here's one just a little bit outside. Took something off that one. Couldn't find the outside corner, evens the count up 2-2. Swung on and hit high up in the air to left field. Popick has a beat on it, though. Elizabeth makes the catch for the third out. So 1 hit in the inning, but no runs. We go to the bottom of the second. Beavers still up by 1.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in town. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the second inning from Becky Russ Field. The Beavers with Riley Meyer, Madison Demon, and Faith Waltrip. 6-7-8 against Jordan Bond. The freshman from Casa Grande Gave up 2 hits and 1 run in the first inning. She has a 3.29 ERA, a 6-8 record on the season. And Meyer, who's hitting at 3.51 with 3 home runs, comes up to the plate. Riley takes that one a little bit inside and high. It's 1-0. Freshman from Casa Roble, followed by Madison Demon and Faith Waltrip. Beavers with 1 in the first inning. A Kayla Adams RBI double gives Kayla 35 runs batted in on the season. Meyer takes outside, 2-0. Couple of freshmen, Mackenzie Smith with a single and then scored from Adams. Couple of standout freshmen for the Beavers this year, along with Riley Meyer, who pops that one into short right center field. A diving try, but it looked like a trap, and a tremendous try by Olivia Gabriel, but it's a single for Riley Meyer. Closed a lot quicker than I thought she had a chance to, and she made the short hop catch. And if she doesn't make that one, it all goes all the way to the fence. So a big play by Olivia Gabriel in center field. But Meyer with the single, and here's Madison Demon. She's got her average up to 279, and she's going to take a little trip down to talk to third base coach. I assume that's Felix Vigil down there. And they're going to go over probably what happened on Shogun this week, or maybe what they wanted to do in this situation. Either one would be a tremendous conversation. I mean, through 6 episodes, it's a riveting miniseries. Yeah. Yes, it is the old novel, James Clavell novel. Very good, Chris Toy. And it has been made into a miniseries before. Madison swings and misses. Richard Chamberlain was the star, to tell you how long. It was the 80s when he did the Thornbirds and then Shogun. But this one is a little bit better done, I believe. I wasn't a big Richard Chamberlain guy. I know that's sacrilege to say for people over 90. There's a pop-up. Catcher's going to go after that one and make the play. That is Haley Wyatt. So Demon is retired on a pop-up to the catcher, and that'll bring up Faith Waltrip. Faith getting the start in right field today. Freshman out of El Camino. Another good freshman, hitting at 250 with 5 runs batted in. She doesn't get as many at-bats as some of the other regulars. Meyer stays at first base, 1 out now. And Waltrip, Savannah Haynes, the number 9 hitter on deck. Faith takes that one right down the middle for a strike on 1. Richard Chamberlain was Dr. Kildare back in the 60s. Only people at least 65 years, everybody else is too now, but there's a lot of grandmas that listen, My peeps. I call them my peeps. I'm great grandmas, too. That's line down the left field line. That is a fair ball. Just inside the line, a single, and Meyer's going to have to hold it second as Martin is on it quickly and gets it back in. So nice placement there by Faith Waltrip. She's got herself a hit. 2 hits in the inning for the Beavers, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, number 9, Savannah Haynes. Playing at shortstop, another freshman out of Casa Roble, hitting at 242 on the season. 5 runs batted in, I believe. And she's up here in a situation now where help the Beavers break this one open just a little bit. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Bella Garcia, the top of the order, on deck. Meyer at second, Waltrip over at first. That's inside, down low, handled behind the plate by Haley Wyatt, the sophomore from Runner Park. 1 ball, 1 strike on Savannah Haynes. No home runs so far on the season for Savannah. She played second, she played third, she's playing short today. That's a line drive into right center field. That's down for a base hit. On it is Gabriel. Very quickly she gets it in and keeps their runners from going more than 1 base. Meyer had to wait a little bit to see if that was going to drop, but another single for the Beavers. That's 3 singles. Sandwiched around the pop out by Demon, loads the bases with 1 out, and here is Bella Garcia. Let's see if she goes into slap mode or tries to turn a little power. We've seen her hit some extra base hits on the season here when she was trying to. Let's see what the approach is now for Bella, who's hitting at 439. Driven in 7 runs. That's inside, gets away, but staying at third base. And now coming in. The throw's not going to be in time. And coming in is Riley Meyer, and she slipped almost on the top of the plate, but she did score. Moves up the other 2 runners as well. She was going to go, then she stopped, then she saw the ball was rolling away and kept going, and it couldn't be picked up by Wyatt. And they're going to get a towel out there and clean off the top of the plate because Riley almost went sprawling. Easy way to pull a groin muscle there by sliding a little skate action over the top of the plate. I'll bring in our resident medical officer, Chris Toy, to talk about the possible things that could happen to you. Maybe a little bit later on. It's a little bit too early to break out the medical stuff, even though we did reference Dr. Kildare, who was like the forerunner of all this Doogie Howsers and all that. He was one of the first doctors on TV, okay? Garcia takes high. I believe the first pitch was a ball as well. I think it'd be 2-0. Yeah, it's 2-0, signaling the home plate umpire, who's all over it. Garcia chopper picked up at shortstop, not going to have a play. It's going to be an infield single. Throw back to third to try to get behind the runner, and Faith Waltrip barely gets back in, but it's a single for Garcia. Fourth hit of the inning for the Beavers. It loads the bases again and brings up Elizabeth Popick, who popped out to shortstop her first time up. A little blooper over the third baseman's head that Mallory O'Keefe came over and made the play on. So Elizabeth 0 for 1. 313 on the season for the freshman out of Wood Creek. Pops that one up. That's on the infield, so it's an infield fly, and she is out. So we're going to leave it up to Mackenzie Smith to see if the Beavers can score more than once here in the second inning. Mackenzie singled in the first inning, came in at 418, 2 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Beavers with 4 hits in the inning, just the 1 run that scored on the wild pitch. Mackenzie takes high, and she's up there ripping. The throw gets past the pitcher, and it's going to go all the way out to the middle infield, and coming in is Faith Waltrip. Very alertly, Faith picked up on that. It'll be an error. First one of the game for the Bear Cubs, and it's a free run for the Beavers. Haynes stayed at second, and at first is still Bella Garcia, but very alertly, Faith Waltrip, that one got by Bond on the mound. McKenzie takes down low 2-0, and she's a free swinger, getting a 2-0 pitch to her liking. We can see her and also the on-deck hitter Kayla Adams taking big cuts at those. McKenzie takes inside for a ball, so we're 1 pitch away from having the bases loaded for the 3rd time in the inning. And the Beavers have scored the runs on a wild pitch and a throwing error. She showed bunt, so of course automatically it is a strike, 3-1. That's one of the rules of baseball after 7 years, 7 summers with the Potters and watching games here for 3 years. That's just one of 2 rules that I've come up with. That's inside ball 4. So McKenzie gets the base on balls. The base is now loaded again. So the first rule is if you show bunt on a 3-0 pitch, it's going to be a called strike. The second is if you hit a ground ball back to the pitcher will run 2/3 of the way to first base before underhanding it to a first baseman who's going, can you just throw it to me? You're too close. There you go. Kayla Adams, the hitter, RBI double her first time up. Picked up her 35th run bat into the season and stands to inherit a couple more if she can do something here. 8th batter of the inning here in the second inning. 4 hits for the Beavers, a walk, wild pitch, and a throwing error. So we've had a little bit of everything here. Kayla swings it. It's a sharp grounder out to shortstop. O'Keefe is on it. She flips it to second for the out at second. So Beavers scored 2 on 4 hits. They leave 3. We go to the top of the 3rd. Beavers on top, 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses
different.
He has his suit on and stuff.
So it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm the man.
Well,
see, so.
Yeah.
Top of inning number 3 here from Becky Russ Field, 3-0 in favor of the Beavers. It's Gabby Chanone and Kaylee Garcia and Olivia Gabriel, 8-9-1 for the Bear Cubs. They have 1 hit through the first 2 innings, and Taya Brown with a single back in the second. And here is Gabby Chanone, 176 with 11 runs batted in for the third baseman. Takes that one on the inside corner for a strike. Gabby at a runner park, just a freshman for the Bear Cubs. Takes that one a little bit outside. Mackenzie Smith behind the plate for the Beavers. Bella Garcia at third, Savannah Haynes at short. Kayla Adams at second, Madison Denman at first. Faith Waldrop's out in right. Alexa Garcia in center. Elizabeth Popick is the left fielder behind Bria Romero. 1 ball, 1 strike on Chanone. Foul ball into the catcher's glove, which counts as a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. That's lifted toward the dugout. It's going to get out of play and barely miss a spectator, who did her best Matt Pearson impersonation by turning her back and just kind of going, no! I know he gets a bad rap, poor guy. I mean, the public address announcer rankings in the latest magazine, the PA magazine that I subscribe to, he is in the top 32. He was up as high as 24 at one time, which is pretty good. Inside. Oh, I was going to go inside corner, strike 3, but the umpire gave the shoulder but did not give the call. And it's 2-2 on Chanone. Kaylee Garcia to follow. She's the DP for Coach Green. Foul out of play. Almost back toward us, but there's a screen in the way. Although in the old days there didn't used to be. When I was a kid, I remember going to Major League games, and there was the screen behind home plate was lower than it is right here. Major League games. Crazy. And it wasn't even the Oakland A's owner. I mean, it was real people owning the teams. They just didn't have big screens. It wasn't like they were scrimping up for money. 2-2 pitch is lifted foul out of play to our left, so it stays at 2-2. Last home game for the Beavers, they took the win over Sierra, then went on the road and took a pair from Diablo Valley before winning at Modesto on Tuesday. So they're on a 4-game win streak in conference play. 2-2 pitch, it's outside and high. And she goes down to first base on the 3-2 pitch. So there's only one thing to do for somebody who does that is give them a job at the Stones Radio Networks, because that's the people we hire. Always looking for an angle. She's like, hey, everybody's, Mahe was clearly a ball. I'm just going to go down to first. Well done, Gabby. You're our new favorite player. We'll send her a card. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed. So it doesn't end well after all. 1 out here in the third, and the batter will be Kaylee Garcia, the DP. Freshman out of Ukiah, California, which when I was growing up in Vallejo, we had Ukiah in our league. That's like a 6-hour bus ride both ways. Depending on how many sports you played, you basically had to go to Ukiah 3 times a year. That was awful. That is high for a ball. And nothing against Ukiah. A fine area. It just took a long time to get there. And those buses weren't that great in those days. Yeah, at that time that it was us, Ukiah, there was a school in San Diego, and I think one in L.A., and that was the league. That's high for a ball. Actually, it was Vallejo, 2 schools in Vallejo, Napa, 2 schools in Santa Rosa, Petaluma, and Ukiah. That was our league. Well, of course, gas was a lot cheaper. You couldn't do that now. Nobody could afford it. That one is in there for a strike. 2-1 on Kaylee Garcia. I called Ukiah. Now I call Ukiah the Colfax of the North. Because it reminds me of Colfax, which I think is a tremendous little town. That one's in there, I think, for a strike, but no, the umpire and I disagree, and that's going to cause a problem. 3-1, and Bree Romero is on my side, I think, on that one. 3-1. Colfax is a great community. It's very Ukiah-ish. That's lifted foul, and that will be out of play to our left. No canines in the crowd so far today. No felines either. So I hope our next baseball game, Jean-Claude the Bulldog comes back. Although we found out later he's not a French Bulldog, he's just a pug. Or else that was Stones just trying to harsh our mellow. That is just outside for a ball, and we're going to actually allow the walk this time. And that's how you can tell, is the umpire will always go out and go to the left if it's a walk. Kind of like showing, yeah, okay, you can go. He dismisses the batter and lets him go to first. Olivia Gabriel, the hitter, struck out leading off the game, the center fielder out of Montgomery High in Santa Rosa, which was one of the schools in our league back in the day. This is quite a while ago. Olivia hits it down to shortstop, scooped up to second for one. Kayla Adams trying to throw it to first, and she dropped it. They're going to call the out at second base. A fielder's choice for Gabriel. She'll be at first. Adams trying to get it out. I don't know if she would have got Gabriel. She got down the line very quickly and brings up Haley Wyatt, a dangerous hitter in the number 2 spot, batting .415 on the season. Grounded to third her first time up. She has an impressive 8 home runs on the year and 27 runs batted in. She takes that one off speed. One swing at the bat, she could get this game a lot closer. 0-1 on her, though. Haley, a sophomore out of Runner Park, which was not in our league. Takes that one down low for a ball. Nice secondary lead by Gabriel. Kenzie Smith decides not to throw down there. 1-1 on Haley Wyatt. 2 outs here in the third. Wyatt hits it down the third again, and Adams is right there across the diamond for the out. So she's retired 5-3 for the second time today. No runs, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. Beavers still on top, 3-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed a job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of the third, Beavers will send up Alexa Garcia, then Riley Meyer and Madison Denman against Jordan Bond, who's given up 6 hits in the first 2 innings. But both runs that she gave up in the second, well, one was unearned. First one scored on a wild pitch. Second one on a throwing error from the catcher. Garcia struck out back in the first, so she is 0 for 1. She takes that one outside. Comes in at .344, 7 home runs. 26 runs batted in for the sophomore out of Rockland, playing out in center field for the Beavers in this game 1 of a hopefully proposed doubleheader here. Garcia takes high and inside that time, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Jones McCoy went out to the car to get some equipment and happened on the street right behind the school. 2-1 pitch is in there for a strike and happened upon an accident. And Chris, I don't know, go ahead and pipe in. I don't know if Stones took over and was helping on the scene, or what was the impression that you were getting?
Well, knowing my friend Stones, he jumped immediately into action and made sure that all the people were safe and not out on the roadway, and then promptly caught on his phone to call the emergency services to have the professionals come out and take care of
And as a public service, we can say it was probably related to a skid out there. So please, it's wet. The roads are wet. You know, it's starting to rain.
Today.
Yeah. So please be careful out there. Thank you, Chris Toy, medical officer for Stones Radio Networks. 2-2 pitch is inside and low, 3-2. So Stones was out there. So if you didn't feel his presence within the press box, which is what we always find so reassuring here at Stones Radio Networks, that was because he was out helping other people. And hopefully everybody comes out okay. Popped up, short left field, coming in, the left fielder, that is Martin, and she makes the catch. So Garcia retired and a fly ball out to Haley Martin in left field. Here's Riley Meyer, who singled her first time up. Riley had a very eventful trip around the bases, eventually making it to third and scoring on a wild pitch in which she started and stopped 3 times before scoring and almost slipping on top of the plate. We should give her the public service announcement, too. She takes that one in there for a strike. Off-speed pitch from Jordan Bond. Baughn, Jordan Bond. Freshman from Casa Grande, which I believe is in Petaluma. And I do not know their name. I think Petaluma's the Trojans. Swing and a miss. They used to be the Trojans. I don't know what they are now, but they used to be, I believe, the Trojans. And I'm going to say that Casa Grande is the Vikings. That is a pure guess. 0-2 pitch misses outside. Kind of on purpose. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley followed in the lineup by Madison Demon, the number 7 hitter. Myers, we said, 351 coming in, has a single to her name. 3 home runs, 17 batted in. 1-2 pitch is lined to center field. Gabriel's going to come in, and it's over her head. Meyer is taking it very easy. She's going to try for second anyway, and she slides in head first, and she was running very gingerly. Got to think there's something. Maybe she's got something wrong with the leg or a foot or something, but she came around first and looked to second and said, I got to take off, and she kicked it into gear and pulls in with a double. So ball hit very hard to center field. Casa Grande the Gauchos, which I don't know. I kind of like Casa Grande. Gauchos, yeah, maybe I don't. Maybe they have people that can talk much better than me. 7th hit of the game for the Beavers. And here's Madison Demon. She takes inside for a ball. Madison popped to the catcher her first time up. Has the average up to 279 with 9 runs batted in for the first baseman out of Rio Americano, just a freshman. Another contributing freshman for coaches Delgado and Vigil. Hits that one high in the air to left center field. Coming on as Gabriel still coming on. Olivia makes the catch in what turns out to be short left center field for the second out. Covers a lot of ground out in center field. 2 outs, and here is Faith Waltrip. She singled her first time down the left field line. Came in at 250. She ended up scoring a run on a bad throw from the catcher back to the pitcher. With it almost made it out into the outfield. So Faith is 1 for 1. Takes a strike right down the middle there from Jordan Bond. 0-1. As Chris Toy points out, there are many canines in the area. They're just not around the field. They're way out in the rugby field. And if they taught dogs rugby, that would be awesome. There's about 4 or 5 of them out there, just having a good time. That one just misses the outside corner. Then we have another black dog who's over there by the what we call the mound of dirt, the ceremonial mound of dirt to the right side. And that guy, he's just hanging out. He's not really doing anything. 1 ball, 1 strike. Excuse me, 2-1. It was a little bit early, you know. Two and 1 on Faith Waltrip. Meyer in second. 2 outs here in the third. She slices that one foul over by that mound of dirt. and it hits one of the porta potties. I hope it was unoccupied because that would be a rude awakening. Go to the one on the right, by the way, if you go down there. There's two of them there. And good job getting two down there because there was just one for a while. But the one on the right is tremendous. 2-2 pitch coming up to Waltrip. Takes that one outside, 3-2. If Faith gets on, it's Savannah Haynes, the number 9 hitter on deck. Meyer still out at second base. We were in the bottom of the third inning here. Hits it out of play to the right toward the porta potties again. That one a little bit to the left. Some good English on that one. That's a nice little wedge shot there. Spun it back to the right side. Still 3-2. Inside corner, took something off there, called strike 3. No runs a hit. We left one. We go to the fourth inning. Beavers up 3-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor? Oh, crap. Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run
respond.
away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I
sound
don't know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally,
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. Top of the fourth inning. Stones Radio Network's on the job. Chris Toy on the controls. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe. Stones McCoy is wandering around, helping out with things that are happening. There's a ground ball down to Kayla Adams. Across the diamond, she gets her at first. Mallory O'Keefe is the first out here in the fourth inning. On the first pitch, Adriana Novak is going to be the hitter. She is 0 for 1 so far. McKenzie running the scoreboard today. Matt Pearson on the PA duties. That's our press box here at Becky Russ Field. We thank you for checking us out on YouTube, ARC Athletics, or Stones Radio Networks. Either one, subscribe on either one or both and never miss any action from not only ARC, but we've got from Stones Radio Network. We've got talk shows. We've got Lincoln Potters baseball in the summer. All kinds of stuff going on. Hit sharply out to second base. Backhanded out there by Adams from her knees. She throws to first. It's a web gem for Kayla Adams. And 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Makes the backhand and then kind of has to go to her knees to make the backhand. Throws it from the knees right over to Madison Demon. And there are 2 outs, and Haley Martin, the left fielder, comes to the plate. Tried to bunt her way on the first time in the second inning, and it was handled by Bella Garcia down at third base. So she is 0 for 1. Good looking pitch outside corner. 0-1 on Haley Martin. 197 on the season for Haley, a sophomore from Roanoke Park. 13 runs batted in. Natalia Brown on deck. She has the only hit of the game for the Bear Cubs, a single back in the second inning. One pitch is popped up. Calling is Mackenzie Smith, and couldn't make the play. That was trouble from the beginning. As Demon was coming in from first, Smith didn't get out to get it, and coming in from third was Garcia, so it drops in, and Martin is at first. Here's Natalia Brown, who singled her first time up. So a runner at first with 2 outs, and Brown at the plate came in at 243. A sophomore out of Pioneer High School in Santa Rosa. First pitch is just a little high for a ball. Romero with 2 strikeouts over the first 3 2/3 innings. She's allowed 2 hits. And she's 1 ball, no strikes on Brown. Takes a call strike outside corner. Evens it up at 1-1. We're back here next Saturday, a week from tomorrow, for more softball action. That's a noon start with a doubleheader against Delta College. The Mustangs are in town for 2. Outside for a ball. We're here on Thursday on these same channels as baseball take on Cosumnes River. That's a 2 p.m. start on Thursday. I believe that's the 4th of April. So join us over there. We'll see if we can get some canines out there. That's in there for strike 2. 2-2. Winding down a very, very busy 2023-2024 American River College sports season, starting way back in August with soccer. Lifted out to center field. Garcia in her tracks reaches up, makes the catch for the 3rd out. So a hit and nothing else. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We're halfway through. Beavers on top, 3-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. (9-1-2) for the Beavers here in the bottom of the 4th. That's Savannah Haynes, Bella Garcia, Elizabeth Popick against Jordan Bond. She's given up 7 hits and 3 runs in 3 innings. And she is high for a ball. She has 2 strikeouts. Has walked 1. Stones McCoy leaves the press box to go help somebody somewhere in some goodwill mission. He's already directed traffic at an accident outside right behind us. Took care of that situation. Now he's looking for somebody else to help. If there was a stone signal like a bat signal, I don't want to know what it would be. Lifted out toward right field. Brown comes on and makes a running catch for the 1st out here in the 4th inning. So Haynes is 1 for 2. She singled back in the 2nd. Here's Bella Garcia, grounded back to the pitcher, had an infield single. So she's 1 for 2, 439 on the season. Driven in 7, scored 28, Bella Garcia. Playing at 3rd base in this game 1 of the Twin Bill. Hopefully the Twin Bill. Lifts that one down the left field line. That's going to drop as chasing it was Haley Martin, but a little out of her reach down there in foul territory. So Garcia will try it again at 0-1. Jordan Bond, a freshman out of Casa Grande High School, came in with a 6-8 record, 3.29 ERA. Bella takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Defense slightly shaded to left field and medium deep for Garcia, who swings and hits that one out to left field. Coming on is Martin, and she has an easy play in left for the second out. So 2 away, and Elizabeth Popick, who is a pop to short and pop to short, coming to the plate. Elizabeth comes in at 313, the freshman out of Wood Creek, playing out in left field for the Beavers. Trying to get something started when it's up till now been a very quiet bottom of the 4th inning. Hits that ball pretty well to right, but Brown has it, comes in and makes it, makes a basket catch, which ended up on her stomach, which all counts for an out, so it's all F9 anyway. 3 quick flyouts for the Beavers in the 4th. We go to the 5th. They're on top, 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, a rhubarb, a brouhaha between Mr. Reynolds, the great Jerry Reynolds, and the great Mr. Basketball.
They always wear
He
something
dresses different. He has his suit on and stuff.
So,
yeah.
so it's like, hey, fans, I'm different.
Yeah. Top of the 5th inning for the Bear Cubs. Esperanza Marquez will lead it off. She takes outside for a ball. Esperanza fly to left, her first time out back in the 2nd inning. She's followed by Gabby Chanone and Kaylee Garcia. 7, 8, and 9 for Madison Green's team. 2 hits on the board. No runs so far for the Bear Cubs. That one also outside, so it's quickly 2-0 on Marquez. 222 on the season. 9 runs batted in. She's at second base for Santa Rosa in this game 1 of a proposed doubleheader. Lays off that one. It's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Saluting the Hardy crowd that's out here checking this one out. That's lifted into short center field. Coming on is Garcia. Nice catch out there, Alexa Garcia. Closing fast on that one. Could have been trouble. She gloves it for the first out, and here's Gabby Chanone. Struck out in the 3rd inning.
Number 17, third baseman, Gabby Chanone.
The third baseman out of Roanoke Park, just a freshman. Batting at 176 with 11 runs batted in. Line drive, but that is foul down the left field line into the bullpen area. She became our favorite player in the 2nd inning when she tried to go to first on ball 3. Trying to take the umpire unawares. We liked that. We saluted it, but it didn't help her out ultimately in that at bat. 0-1. Kaylee Garcia to follow the number 9 hitter. Swinging a foul into the catcher's glove, which counts as a strike. 0-2. Now, if she walked back to the dugout on their second strike like she struck out, then that would really make sense. That would balance things out a little bit. Fouls it back to the screen. Stays 0-2. Beavers with 1 in the first, 2 in the second. Bear Cubs scoreless up until this point with 1 out in the top of the 5th. Bree Romero, 14-6 on the season. Her ERA, a very impressive 2.78. The Beavers, as we said, have won 4 straight in Big 8 conference play. Hit it slowly out towards second. Adams waits for it. Over to first for the out. Quickly 2 outs here in the 5th inning, and Kaylee Garcia, the DP, will come to the plate. Left-handed hitter from Ukiah, California. Got a base on balls her first time, so she has yet to have the official at bat, the left-hander. Bella Garcia comes up at third base. Demon playing in close at first. Garcia looks like she's going to bunt, but takes a ball 1-0. Top of the order, that's Olivia Gabriel on deck. That's lifted into short center field. Garcia with the diving try, and she makes the diving catch. And the home plate umpire with an emphatic fist to punch out the batter. Kaylee Garcia flies to center, ends the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Beavers still on top, 3-0.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't
And
really
then run away.
Yeah.
No, I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that. 'Cause
Generally,
I know
fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy. You
Yeah.
see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. Bottom of the 5th, it'll be Mackenzie Smith and Kayla Adams and Alexa Garcia for the Beavers. 3, 4, and 5 against Jordan Bond, who has given up 7 hits in 4 innings and 2 earned runs. Smith has singled and walked, so she is 1 for 1 in this one. Scored a run back in the 1st inning. Off-speed pitch, had her off-speed, but just misses the strike zone. So it's 2-0 on Mackenzie Smith, the freshman out of Stagg High School. Comes in at .418 with a pair of home runs and 16 RBI. It's a grounder out towards second base. Marquez takes her time over to first and got her by a step. So Smith is out 4-3 in your scorebook. And here's Kayla Adams, who doubled in a run in the first and hit into a fielder's choice in the second. Beavers up 3-0, but Kayla actually has the only RBI for the ball club. That RBI double in the first inning. 2 runs scored in the second on a wild pitch and a throwing error. Adams hits that one sharply up the middle, single to center field. So she's 2 for 3, coming in at .415. Hit number 8 for the Beavers, and here is Alexa Garcia, who struck out and fly to left. Alexa hasn't really got a good swing in on Jordan Bond yet here in this one. 344 on the season for Alexa, 7 home runs, 26 batted in. She's got Adams down at first and 1 out here in the 5th. Like to put up a couple extra for Bria Romero. And that's a foul ball back to the screen. Run down by catcher Haley Wyatt. Bear Cubs will have the top of their order when they come to bat in the top of the 6th inning. Popped out of play this time over our head. So it's quickly 0-2. Gabriel, Wyatt, and O'Keefe scheduled for the Bear Cubs in the top of the sixth. But right now we've got Adams at first base and an 0-2 count on Garcia. Swing and a miss. Got her on strike for the second time today. She is 0 for 3, and that'll bring up Riley Meyer, who's 2 for 2, even though she is not moving very well, and which is why I think she's probably not in the defensive alignment out there. Faith Waltrip is out in Riley's spot in right field, but Riley singled and scored in the second and doubled in the third over the head of Olivia Gabriel, who's given her a little more room in center field this time. Riley swings and misses on an off-speed pitch. I think Riley wants to get that kind of hit where you don't have to run very fast. And that time she did not make contact, so it's 0-1. Swing and a miss again. There goes Adams. The throw to second base looks like it was in time, and she is out at second base on a nice play by Mallory O'Keefe to cut across from short, make the catch, and apply the tag. So no runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the sixth. It's the Bear Cubs trailing the Beavers 3-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. Personally, the most rewarding part is about eating it. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Olivia Gabriel starting us off in the top of the sixth for Santa Rosa. She's followed by Wyatt and O'Keefe, top of the order against Bree Romero as the Beavers have a 3-0 lead. Gabriel bunts it. Garcia's on it quickly over to first and got her by a step at first base. Good job by Kayla Adams covering again, and Garcia kind of double clutched, but still had time to get Gabriel at first by a half step. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the sixth, and Haley Wyatt at the plate. Haley came in at a 4.15 clip with 8 home runs. She's grounded to third sharply both times, first time in the first and then in the third. She hits a sharp grounder. That's past third into left field for a base hit. Third hit of the game for the Bear Cubs, and Wyatt is down to first, and here's Mallory O'Keefe, who's flying to left and grounded to third. So Mallory is 0 for 2. Sophomore from Petaluma hitting at 247 coming in, does have 11 runs batted in, as Wyatt is down at first after that sharp single. K-9 Club has moved their meeting into the rugby field, and they're having quite a fine time down there, running around outside and high for a ball 1-0. Not a day for the K-9 Club to just be sitting. They got to be moving. 1-0. O'Keefe followed by Adriana Novak, the number 4 hitter. Good looking pitch, but missed the outside corner. 2-0. Bear Cubs 4-10 in conference play. Beavers 7-6. Both teams, after today, going into that home stretch. That is ball 3. So Romero in danger of putting 2 on for, I think, would be the first time today. As Wyatt is down at first base. Let's see if she fakes the bunt, see if my theory works out. She does not, and the pitch is right down the middle anyway. Wish she would have. That would have helped my theory. Yeah. 3-1 now. O'Keefe looks down to third base to get the latest info. Take strike two. The throw to first base, not going to be in time. Full count now. Wyatt, the runner, down at first. Haley with her first hit of the game. She's 1 for 3. Hit up in the air, foul over the dugout down the left field line. And we'll do it again at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Chris Toy manipulating the camera, giving you the total experience out here at Becky Russ Field. I got to get me a golf cart to go around campus. I think I should. I've ascended to the heights that I should be able to get one. 3-2 pitches popped up. That is going to stay in play. It's a foul ball, though, and handled by Kayla Adams at third base. So from 3-0 to getting a pop out into foul territory, good job by Bree Romero, and it's all up to Adriana Novak, who was flied to left and grounded to second in her 2 appearances. She does have a home run to her name on the season, 18 runs batted in with a .224 average. Sophomore from Windsor High School is up here with Wyatt at first, but now 2 outs. Hits it foul into the dugout, and I think got somebody on the foot in there. Oh, you got to get out of the way. Pulled a Pearson, tried to get out of the way instead of making the play. That's what I think. I looked at Urban Dictionary. It's called a Pearson when you totally misplay a foul ball, like you were afraid of it. That's just what it says in there. I didn't write it. I might have suggested an edit, but I didn't write it. That's fouled over by the other dugout this time. Had a little evil spin on it. 0-2 quickly on Adriana Novak. I forgot baseball season started yesterday, so Matt wearing his Phillies outfit today. He was the Mariners. He was the Mariners yesterday, and he's Phillies today. Popped up foul. That Mariners was a sharp-looking jersey. I have to say that was a sharp-looking jersey. Let's see, the Phillies, very classic. Just the classic Phillies. Yeah. It does. That is a very good call by Chris Toy, Cowboys fan. There is a blue star on there on the Phillies jersey for no apparent reason that I could see. A red dot would have been way better. That is outside for a ball. 1-2 on Novak. So are you a Mariners fan or a Phillies fan? Or one in each league? Okay. The Mariners was just for show. Fly out to center field. Garcia's going to have to go back on it. Reaches up and makes the catch in center field. Last inning, she made the diving catch coming in. This inning,
Lincoln
she makes
Potters
the catch
baseball,
running away.
Placer County's best kept.
And that is the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th after some music interference. And the score is Beavers lead at 3-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kid. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15. Comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Bottom of the 6th inning in a game which, quite frankly, hasn't had much going on since the bottom of the 2nd. When the Beavers scored 2 of their 3 runs, they lead it 3-0. All zeros on both sides since then. It'll be Riley Meyer, then Madison Demon, and Faith Waltrip. Meyer at the plate when Adams was thrown out trying to steal in the 5th, so she will bring her 2-for-2 night up to the plate and take outside for a ball. 2-for-2 afternoon, if you will. Actually, 2-for-2 morning as I check my fancy timepiece, otherwise known as a phone. Riley takes high for a ball, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes on Riley Meyer, the freshman from Casa Roble High School. She slices that one foul down the right field line. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. What have iPhones done to the watch industry? I remember when I was in high school, my graduation present was a watch. It was a Bulova watch, and it was pretty cool too. But nobody gets watches anymore, do they? High fly ball right side. Foul ball called by the first baseman and made the catch. That is Adriana Novak over there. So Meyer is retired on a foul pop-up. For the first out, Madison Demon coming to the plate. She's popped to the catcher and flied to center field. So Madison is 0 for 2. Just all those watchmakers, you know, all those little kindly old watchmakers, they got nothing going on now. Unless they can fix iPhones, I guess. But there's Apple stores for that, right? Outside for a ball, you just drop your phone off and they go, oh, I'll get to you in like 3 hours. All right. What else am I going to do? Go to the Build-A-Bear, you know, spend a couple hours, you know, which they tend to frown on you if you just walk in there like an older guy. Check swing is too high. 2-0 on Madison, freshman from Rio Americano. Faith Waltrip will follow her in the batting order for the Beavers as they have 8 hits on the day, but 6 of those were in the first 2 innings. That one is in there for a strike, 2-1, as they're kind of setting things up a little bit for the second game here as we are in the bottom of the 6th in game 1 already. Beavers leading at 3-0, 1 in the first, 2 in the second. 2 of those 3 runs were earned. Only 1 RBI registered by Beaver hitters. That misses, so it's 3-1 on Madison. Hitting in the number 7 spot, 279 average coming into this one. Mentioned she's 0 for 2 on the morning. It's a sharp grounder to third, scooped up over there by Shannon. Over to first on one hop. Nice play, Adriana Novak. Second out recorded by the Bear Cubs. 2 down now, and Faith Waltrip will come to the plate. She singled and struck out looking. Singled in the second, scored a run, and then struck out in the 3rd inning. So Faith came in at 250. She's 1 for 2. She's been the DH. She's pitched a little bit for the Beavers this year. Had a 2-2 record, and she's in right field today. Takes high for a ball, 1-0. So Bond has really settled down after the second inning, giving up just 2 hits and struck out 2. Came in with a good ERA, 3.29, even a 6-8 record. Took something off that. It's hit out to shortstop, slowly picked up by O'Keefe across the diamond, gets her by a step at first base. So 1-2-3 inning for Bond, and we go to the top of the 7th. Beavers on top, 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Told Rick, I said, this is the guy that's going to lead us out of the.
He can't even lead us out of the
He
parking
can't get
lot.
out of the parking lot.
So we just moments ago, though, a rhubarb, a brouhaha.
Top of the 7th inning, last chance for the Bear Cubs. They trailed at 3-0. Haley Martin, Taya Brown, and Esperanza Marquez 5, 6, and 7 against Bree Romero. That's hit up in the air toward right field, and right there is Faith Waltrip to corral it for the first out. So one pitch to Haley Martin, and she is now 1 for 3 as she had singled back in the 4th inning after being retired in the 2nd and trying to bunt her way on. So she's 1 for 3. Taya Brown, who singled in the 2nd as well, she flew out in the 4th inning, so she is 1 for 2. She takes in there for a strike, 0-1. So Romero ahead in the count, 0-1 with 1 out here in the 7th. Beavers trying to make it 5 in a row in Big 8 conference play and improve their record to 8-6. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Brown, and that one misses outside from Bree Romero. Swing and a miss. Good location for Bree. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brown with Marquez on deck. Foul that one off, spoiled at the last second. It seemed to Taya Brown. Reached the bat out, fouled it back to the screen, so stays alive at 1-2. A little liner over the top of the pitcher and off the glove of Romero. That's going to be an infield single for Taya Brown. The blooper was going to get over her head and bounce in front of second base, but Bree got a glove on it, the tip of her glove on it, slowed it down, and Brown reaches first, 4th hit for the Bear Cubs, and bring up Esperanza Marquez, who's flied to left and flied to center. On the inside corner for a strike. Sophia Uricochea has come out on deck to pinch hit for Gabby Chanone. But right now it's Marquez that is the concern of Bree Romero and the Beavers. That one's high and outside, throw to first base. Not going to be in time. Devin has to do all she can to keep that from going down the right field line. Evens the count up 1-1 on Marquez with the pinch hitter on deck. Takes it on the outside corner, call strike 2. Grounded down to third, that's a foul ball. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes on Marquez. 2:22 coming in for Esperanza. Swing and a miss, got her on strikes. 3rd strikeout of the game for Gabby Romero, first since the 3rd inning. Big spot to get that one. 2 outs, and here is the pinch hitter, Sophia Uricochea, a freshman out of Windsor High School, hitting at 168. She does have, that's on 32, just 32 at bats. She has 2 runs batted in. So Uricochea is the pinch hitter, left-handed hitter against Romero. Kaylee Garcia out on deck. She's the number 9 hitter. So the left-hander steps in after all the bookkeeping has been done. Wide open stance from the left side against Bree Romero. 2 outs here in the 7th. First pitch is high for a ball. 1-0. Took something off that one, still missed high. So 2-0. Obviously, you don't want to bring the potential tying run to the plate. Brown down at first base, 2 outs here in the 7th. That's lifted foul over the dugout on the left field side. So it's 2-1 on Urquichea. Two balls and 1 strike. That's lined into left center field. That's a base hit in front of Popik. So Urquichea comes up with a big pinch hit. Second hit of the inning. 5th hit of the game for Santa Rosa. They move Brown down to second base, and now Kaylee Garcia comes to the plate. She has walked and flied to center on a tremendous catch by Alexa Garcia back in the 5th, and then the top of the order, Olivia Gabriel would be next. So Bear Cubs playing the string out on this one. They have the tying run, potential tying run at the plate. Garcia swings and pops it up. Oh, I thought that was going to come right to us and hit the top of the screen. It would have been all hands. Would it be protect people? No, protect the camera that's up here. 3 of us would have been trying to leap in front of it, and the 4th would not have been. Took something off that one. Perfect pitch in there, strike 2. 0-2 on Garcia. Bella Garcia playing up a little bit at third base, but 2 strikes here. Demon in front of the bag at first. 0-2 pitch coming from Bree Romero. Just a little bit outside. Good waist pitch. Good take from Garcia. Makes it 1-2 on Kaylee, freshman out of Ukiah. She is the DP for Coach Madison Green and the Bear Cubs. 1-2 pitch just misses the outside corner. That was not a waist pitch. That was a pitch to try to get called strike 3. And, you know, I'm a little bit biased up here, but I was going to give it to her. 2-2. That misses outside and high, 3-2. So she's missed 3 times outside. First and third were clearly misses. The second one was a little bit closer, but bottom line, it's a full count on Garcia with Olivia Gabriel, the top of the order on deck, and after her is Haley Wyatt. Hit to right field and hit well. Waltrip going back, reaches up, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. So Romero shuts him down in the 7th on 2 hits. She throws a 5-hit shutout in Game 1, and she is our player of the game. The Beavers end up winning Game 1 3-0. If you're watching live on YouTube, we'll be back in about 30 or 35 minutes with Game 2. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time on the Stones Radio Networks.
Always means no, so don't tell me you might just let